friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. I'm so excited, guys. My heart is so full. I got another Sugarpill package in the mail last night. I can't believe that this brand sends me stuff. It blows my freaking mind. I've said this before in a couple Sugarpill videos, but I lusted over them for years. I bought a ton of their stuff about a year ago because I wanted to start a series where I just reviewed like everything from an indie brand. I haven't really been keeping up with that because it's expensive to do that, but I've been loving the brand so much, and then they contacted me a few months ago and asked to send me a package. It was such a surprise, and I was so thrilled with what they sent me. And then they sent me the Endless Summer collection, which I could not believe, and now they sent me the new Fun Size palette. So I don't know if I'm to expect every new release from Sugarpill, but so far that's what it's seeming like. And I can't believe it. I'm so thankful and grateful, and I can't believe it. Truly. Sugarpill, if you see this, thank you. It warms my heart and it gives me encouragement, and I just love you guys so much. This is what the palette itself looks like. It's so stinking cute. I love little Turkey here on the front. So cute. That's one of the cutest cats in the whole world besides my own. I love that they came out with a mini palette. I've never tried any of their eyeshadow palettes before. I know they had like the little Twin Stars collection. They had the Edward Scissorhands one. They might have had another one. They had that Love one that was cat themed a couple years ago. I've never tried the palettes. I've heard that the palettes are not the same quality as the singles, but I've yet to see. I've played with the singles many times, so I'll be able to give you guys a good judgment how I feel about it. This is what the inside looks like. This little palette is so cute. I love that it's small pans, and I know a lot of you will like that it's small pans as well. I don't get complaints, but I hear a lot of complaints that you don't like the giant pans. And while I don't love giant pans, it's not a deal breaker for me, but I do love that it's such a small little palette with small little pans. It's adorable. It's only $28, so I feel like it's a great, I don't know, kind of start to get into Sugarpill if you haven't tried anything yet, provided these shadows work good. I think it's a good price to try a variety of their products. I don't know if this is advertised as a neon palette or just a brights palette, but me just looking at it, it's very much a good combination of brights, maybe neonish, maybe pastelish. I think it's really cute, and I feel like online I felt like, oh, it's just another rainbow palette, but in person I feel like it has good enough shifts in tonality that it's not just a rainbow palette. I was on the fence about buying this. I thought I wanted it, and then I thought I didn't need it, and then I thought I wanted it, and I was gonna just hold off for just a little bit to see what people said about it in reviews. So when this just showed up at my house, I cried. Simple as that. I'm excited to play with it. I love that it's like kind of video game themed. Like these names, so cute. Cheat Code, 8-bit, Player One, Twitch, Level Up, Rage Quit. All I do is rage quit. I get so angry at video games. Continue, High Score, Game Over. It's just so cute. I'm very much about it. This is totally up my alley as far as the theme goes. I love this little packaging here. It reminds me of the Zelda hearts, and then Level Up Your Makeup. It's just cute. Cute is my word. Don't come for me. They sent me these little stickers too. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but I'm gonna put them somewhere because I love them very much. Anyways, enough blabbing, Betty Jean. Let's get on to playing with this palette. I'm gonna zoom you guys in. I'm going to prime my eye with my Sigma eyeshadow base in Ignite. Fun fact, the day that you're seeing this video, it's only one day prior. I wanted to get this up ASAP, but the next two videos after this one were filmed before this, so you're gonna hear me complain that I lost this eyeshadow primer. I just found it, so there's that. Anyways, I'm gonna zoom you in, prime my eye, and we are gonna get started with a look. I'm excited to play. Okay, my eye is primed. I have a bunch of brushes because I want to use really as many shades as possible. I know I want to start with 8-bit. I love the look of that periwinkly kind of bluish, purpley-ish color. I think it's just adorable. I'm taking this e.l.f. tapered blending brush. I really like this for packing shadow kind of in this outer corner, and just, I don't know, laying down that first shade, you know? These shadows are very soft, by the way. I know I didn't swatch it for the video itself because I don't like doing swatches in my first impressions and stuff like that. I don't know. I personally don't care about seeing swatches in videos, and I know a lot of you don't care either because you've told me that, so I don't like to waste my time with it. But I did swatch it for the vlog that'll be up, I don't know, maybe 5 or so days after this video. I'm not sure when that vlog's going up. But that'll be up eventually, and I do swatch it for that. And I did notice that these shadows do feel very soft in comparison to the other Sugarpill pressed shadows, like the singles. The singles are a little bit drier of a formula, and not in a bad way, they just feel a little bit drier. These ones are a lot more soft. And I mean, everything's building up nicely so far. I'm just going in little bits at a time. just because I wasn't really sure what to expect on the eyes. But I mean, it looks really good. Nothing's looking patchy or anything. We will see how different colors layer together. I feel like I'm a little bit scarred from that Venus Vivid palette from Lime Crime because those rainbow colors did not layer well together at all. The best method with that palette was to use like one shadow and that's it. So I want to be able to use multiple shades from my palette in a look because I love color. So now I'm gonna take this Luxie 229, it's a little bit bigger, and I wanna take Cheat Code to start blending that out. And I'm just gonna take that kind of right on top of at that little edge right here and just start kind of buffing it around. And again, I'm using just like little bits at a time, small motions, because I want to make sure everything goes nicely. I even like using little tapping motions as well. I feel like sometimes that helps really press that shadow on and help it mesh together. And I've said this before, but I like to hold my brush kind of at the very end because it kind of forces you to use less pressure rather than choking up on it. You kind of push in really hard. It took me a while to get used to that motion, but it really does help you use lighter strokes. And I don't know, for me at least, it helps my blending get a little bit better. Sometimes it feels like it takes a little bit longer using lighter motions, but we're all about good blending here. Nothing crazy. Honestly, it's one of my favorite compliments ever when you guys tell me that you like watching me blend and you like my blending. Just because looking back at old pictures, I know I was not always good at it. And I don't even know if I'm the best at it now. But I try my best, and I think I do pretty okay. These two colors together are a match made in heaven. I would be happy swirling that first shade all over the lid and calling it a day at this point. I feel like I say that a lot, but I mean, I'm a fan of just a one shadow look, you know? Would you guys ever be interested in seeing like eye swatch videos rather than like just a first impression where I play with the palette and make a look? Like, would you rather me do like maybe packing a shade all over the lid and then blending it out with every shade to see what it looks like? I obviously wouldn't do like a full, complete, cohesive look because I can't do my makeup every time. I probably wouldn't even have face makeup on in that video. Let me know what you think of that idea. I'm not necessarily going to do it with this palette, but just for the future. I want to know what you think, if that's something you'd care about. Now that we're done laying all that down, I want to take Twitch, and with that, I'm just going to take this Anastasia dual-ended brush because I like the fluffy side, it's a little bit bigger. Just taking a small amount of that on that brush, and I just want this to go, ooh, that added a lot of little brightness right there. I'm just going to very lightly just take it right at the tippy top of everything. Nothing too crazy. Oh my gosh, I love the way these shadows are blending together. It's so pretty. I'm really not having to work too hard. Like I said, I'm using small motions and light strokes, but I'm not really having to try. It's just doing its thing. I'm even gonna get my magnifying mirror and look. I'm okay with this actually. Ooh, I do not like seeing my face out up close. But I feel like everything looks really good. I don't have any weird patchiness. I should start using my magnifying mirror for all of my first impressions because I can see every detail. I like the way that looks. I think that's flawless. I do think I want to add a little bit of continue just around maybe the front a little bit. This is an M441 from Morphe. Just a little dabble of it here. Just for the sake of using it. Actually, maybe more so down here. I think that could be cute to add a little bit of sunshine into the look. I love me some yellow in an eye look. Oh, I kind of like that. Oh, that's so cute. Aw, pretty. I want to be one of those people that can wear yellow blush. I haven't tried it, but it doesn't look good on a lot of people, so I'm scared of it. Okay, so now I want to cut the crease, and I'm actually going to use my Makeup Revolution Cut Crease Canvas. I know typically I just use my NYX Glitter Primer, but I only like to do that with shimmers. It doesn't really work the same with mattes, and these are all mattes. So I want to cut the crease, get it nice and clean so I can play with more shadows on the lid. Yeah, and I guess I'll actually show you me cutting my crease on camera because I haven't done a cut crease like this in a while. So this is in the shade Illustrate. I don't have the white one because it was out of stock when I bought this. And I mean, the shade works just fine for me. I just dab a little of it, I can't speak, dab a little of it across the lid and look up so I can see where it transfers on my eye personally. And I'm just taking a very flat brush. Flat brush is key. Flatter the better, and I like it to be a little bit rounded because it's easy just to maneuver. And I just kind of put some of that product down so I don't have a ton on the tip of my brush. And I'm just gonna carefully try not to go overkill like I'm currently doing. Just kind of trace and follow this line as best as possible. It's hard to do it while talking. I actually don't feel like I have enough product, which is not common. Usually I have too much. Just gonna grab a little bit more of that and continue finessing and working on this shape. And I'm only doing a half cut crease just because that's my preference. So I'm just gonna feather it into this periwinkle on the outer corner. So it kind of looks like that. I like to be able to kind of see that shape when my eye is open. So when it looks like that, I'm satisfied. Cool. So let's play with some more shadows, shall we? I think it'd be really cute if I put down player 1 first. I think that'll blend really nicely into 8-bit. I'm just going to use the shadow side of that Anastasia brush, and I'm just going to start kind of packing it down. I'm not going to do a lot of sweeping. Pack first, blend later. The pigmentation on this really is nice so far. I think I only want this kind of at the very base of this look and then in that outer corner of the lid. And I think I want to leave the rest of this because I kind of like when I do multiple shades on the lid it to kind of go at a diagonal. I don't know. I just feel like it adds more of an interesting effect than if you're just totally horizontal. Okay. So now I think I want to put Game Over in the middle. I just think that would be really cute and I'm interested in trying this shade. So I'm just going to use the same brush, but I'm going to flip it over. And that's just going to go in the middle of all of this situation. And again, I'm going at kind of a diagonal. And I will blend it in with the purple in a minute. Now that that is there, I'm just going to go a little bit back and forth in between Rage Quit and Game Over until I like the way they look next to each other. And while we're here, I'm going to take that first brush with a little bit more of 8-bit just to make sure this little flow between those colors we have going on so far meshes in nicely with that first shade. Oh no, I just realized I was using Rage Quit before to blend and not player 1. I'm going to take that brush again and I'm going to dip into player 1 to blend into Game Over. I wanted that to look purple to red, not pink to red. Silly me. That's okay. If it's a little pinkish, it's a little pinkish. It's not the end of the world. I like the way this is looking though. I think that's really pretty. So now I think I want to do Level Up, and I just have this tiny brush from Vintage Cosmetic Company. I like how small that is, and I want that to go just kind of right above Rage Quit. Although that doesn't make a huge difference next to each other. I guess maybe a little bit. Has a little bit of a gradient. And I think I want to leave a little space on top for one more shade. Gonna go in with the brush I used with Game Over just to make sure those are going together, but I mean they are. Those weren't gonna give me trouble at all really. And I'm just gonna wipe that brush off so it's fairly clean, and then I want to dip into Continue again for the very tippy top. I just think that'll really tie things together nicely. And just gonna really precisely just press that there. And this little piece, I honestly don't mind if it looks a little more blunt and not blended into that pink below it, because then it's just like a cute little pop. I like to add a little bit of, I don't know, artsiness into a normal look sometimes. My eye makeup reminds me of something you'd see in a kindergarten classroom, and I kind of love it. Yeah, I really like that pop of yellow at the top. I think that's really freaking pretty. Just very lightly smudging, making sure things look good. I feel like for my inner corner, I kind of want to swirl Twitch. Just kind of go with the greens a little bit. I'm just taking this fluffy Luxie, I think 121, yeah, 121 brush. Just to swirl some of that green, and then I'm gonna dip into a highlight for highlighting it, obviously. I'm going to use the Juvias Place X Fumi Queen palette, and I'm going to dip into FTV Approved. I love this shade. And I'm just going to kind of do a little swirl. I love an inner corner highlight. I can't not highlight the inner corner. I think for my eye pencil, I want to use this lip liner from LA Girl. It's called Blaze. That just kind of goes with what's going on the lid. So I'm going to try it. I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye, throw on my lashes, something on my lips, and we'll finish this up. All right, so this is what my final look looks like. I love it. I think I did a great job with this look, if I do say so myself. I think it's really pretty. I had a lot of fun playing with this palette. Like, I always enjoy doing makeup, but some palettes just really are fun. And this fun-sized palette was fun. I did end up going with the Blaze eyeliner, like I said. I think it looks pretty in my waterline because it kind of complements that top and ties everything together. I went with the Bloom gloss from Sugarpill. I don't know if it totally goes with this look, but I'm obsessed with this gloss and literally can't stop wearing it. And on my lashes, or my lashes, are the Halo lashes from Sugarpill. It's my first time wearing them, and I think they're really pretty. They're long and fluffy. I think they're cute. I like this overall look. Obviously, this is just a first impressions. I played with almost all the shades. I played with Rage Quit by accident, and I skipped High Score. I always manage to skip the oranges. They're just not my favorite. My camera battery just died, so things might look slightly different because I had to take off my camera and change the battery. But yeah, I layered the shadows, I blended shadows, I packed shadows on, I did a lot of different things, and I really didn't have any issues so far. Everything performed really well. I will say the formula does feel different than the regular pressed shadows, but not in a bad way. Neither formula is bad, they're just different. The pressed shadows are a little bit drier of a pigmentation, so when you swirl drier of a formula, so when you swirl your brush in, powder isn't going to fly up. These ones are a little bit more soft, so when you tap your brush in a lot, let me do an example here, things will kind of dust up in the pan a little bit. Oh, I guess not too bad, only if you swirl a lot, I guess. I don't know, this formula is different. I don't know if I have anything quite like it. It's a lot softer. Neither formula has bad fallout. I don't know, both formulas are good, but they're definitely different. I don't know what else to say though. I will be doing a 3 Looks 1 palette with this very soon. I actually, before I got this package, just posted on my Instagram stories a list of all the palettes I haven't done a 3 looks with, and you guys were casting in your votes. But now that I have this one, I'm gonna do this one next, and I'll deal with your guys' votes later. But I'm really excited to continue playing with this. I think it's gonna be fun. I hope you guys like this look. What did you guys think? If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please hop over to my Instagram. It's beautbean. Follow me there. I post every single day. And don't forget to subscribe. I post most days here as well. Thank you again so much, Sugarpill, for sending me this palette. I had so much fun. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Okay, bye.